I spoke a little while earlier on to R. Madhavan, the ex-chairman and managing director of Hindustan Aeronautics. Hindustan Aeronautics is going to be getting into a deal with General Electric for the manufacture of the G414 engine in India. Let's take a look at what he said. We'll leave you. Well, we've got a very special guest joining us at this stage. Mr. R. Madhavan has been a former CMD of Hindustan Aeronautics. Lovely to see you, sir. Thanks very much for being with us. Simple terms, if we build this engine in India, what does it mean for our aviation ecosystem?
It's a good news that they are trying to build this engine in India. There is a lot of scope for the other companies to join in along with HAL for the production of this aircraft. Especially this kind of engines means a lot in regards to material technology, especially the foundry part of it. So that is the area where we, and of course the machining. This is the area that we think that can be given to many of these subcontractors of HAL who can do this job and get into the latest technologies.
If you actually look at single crystal turbine aerofoils, if just for the benefit of our viewers, how is that significant, and how is that technology which only a few countries have and which most countries want?
See, single crystal technology is very much necessary in today's engine, especially in the hot end components where it is required that the blade structure remains the same at high temperatures. We have a few countries which have these technologies, especially France, Russia, the United States. So there are some few varieties of these technologies that is available. India also has developed similar technologies. DMRL of DRDO has developed this technology along with HAL Koraput. So they have been trying this technology on. So the first thing that we should look at is whether we can merge these technologies with what we are getting it from the US. So that is the basic technology that is required. I'm sure that these engine design houses don't give us the technology for the single crystal production. We don't want it for, say, it requires basically a seeding element. So the seed should be what we should be capable to make it in India. So this is what we should look forward to. Just machining the final machining of a blade that is already produced is not that we are looking at. So what we are looking at is the basic foundry technologies for producing the single crystal plates.
And is it your understanding that we would be getting that?
As I understand, I don't think so.
So so this deal would perhaps fall short of what our ultimate expectations for transfer of technology would be. Is that right?
Yes. What we should look at is whether we can merge the technologies that the DMRL has developed and try to use it in the single crystals that is required for F414.
That's an important point. So based on our own technology, we would try and ultimately merge our own made in India single crystal technology for use on this engine. That's what we're looking at?
Yeah, that should be the idea.
And if so that idea
will give us the,
go ahead, sir.
This will give us the advantage that we will be able to prove our technologies on an engine of the latest kind.
And if we are able to do that, what are the implications for Tejas, for AMCA and other platforms?
See, the volume of production, that is the volume of the run that we have for engines, is expected to be around 200 to 300 engines. And the investment for such a line setup for F414 is quite huge, considering the fact that it cannot be done with the existing facilities in Bangalore, especially because of environmental issues, as well as we have a lack of space here. So it will be almost a greenfield project somewhere outside of Bangalore. It could be in Koraput, where we do Su-30 engines of the similar size, or it could be in a place near to Bangalore, which is more ideal because the end product is going to be integrated in Bangalore and in Nasik. So we should look at some other place where we will be able to do this, and because the test cell setup, which requires quite a bit of environmental issues to be ironed out. So this is where we will have to see how we are going to do it. Advantage is that if you can do it, this can be a common engine not only for LCA Mark II, it could be for AMCA as well as for TEDBF, that is the desk-based fighter, the aircraft that we are developing for the Navy. So this could be same. In case the Navy also goes in for F-18, the engine is common there. So the volumes are good. It should increase if we can get a contract for maintenance for other fleets who are using this engine. Then the volume will be more, and therefore it can be more economical for making it in India.
All right, Mr. Madhavan, thanks very much for joining us and explaining what that technology means for India. It is a big step forward, but is it all that it's being made out to be? Perhaps in the future it will be, but the economies of scale is what a project of this nature will really depend on. Thanks very much, sir, for being with us.